Oh, this is an awesome video. I'm already...
This is gonna be awesome. This was my idea last year. If we could start recording like this, just have like this ambient video playing while we're talking. This is gonna really take the podcast to the next level, I think.
Yeah, we gotta make sure it's Japanese people in every video.
Yeah,
too.
it's only gonna be these videos.
Yeah.
Of like Japanese people preparing food. It's the most random. I think I put this on before football one time. Like one of these videos.
Yeah, you definitely did.
I remember Lincoln liked it a lot.
Yeah, I remember Lincoln just said they were like making candy in it. And Lincoln just.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put one of those on at some point. It was where they're making those like hard candies and they'd whack it on the table.
Yeah.
They'd like form it and then they'd whack it on the table and it'd scatter all over.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And now we're just cracking eggs. So now we're within fair use. We commented on what they said, what they were doing. So we were using the video as a resource. So now we can do whatever the video. Now we're within fair use.
Dude, this guy just sends the worst trades I've ever seen.
That is honestly satisfying watching this lady smush all these eggs together.
This guy sent me 2 trades in the past 3 days. The first trade was...
Wait, is this the email?
No. This is just a guy in that the stupid league that I hate because they all suck.
Yeah.
But he sent me 2 for a second next year and a second the next year for Noah Fant, Kyler Murray, and a second Silvernail second this year.
That's pretty bad.
And then today gets for Zach Moss and Trey Palmer. He sent me
a third probably.
Danny McBride. I don't even know who this guy is.
Danny McBride. Danny McBride's the actor.
Yeah, that's right. Dwayne.
Oh, I think he's the backup on.
Not last night. He must have been the 3rd string.
He's probably the 3rd string.
It was that other guy last night.
I think Dwayne McBride was the backup on the Vikings. Everybody was getting hyped up about, and then he got cut.
Oh,
so he's not even on a team, I don't think.
They offered me him, Leonard Fournette, and a 4th round.
So two free agent running backs and a 4th
round pick for Zach Moss, the starting running back, and Trey Palmer, who looks to be something. Yeah,
that's pretty good.
It's an awesome trade.
That's almost as bad as the trade Matt sent me.
This guy is just constantly sending me trades like this.
You just see me dogging on Alexander Madison. He offered me Gabe Davis. It just immediately ruined my entire day. I was already mad at Madison, but then I found myself in the position to have to defend the guy that I hate, that I have on my team, because Matt just sent me such an awful trade for him. I'm not opposed to trading him, but you got to give me something at least reasonable. Not a wide receiver that I'm never going to start because he's going to score like 3 points a week other than like 3 weeks.
This guy literally sent me a trade offer for 2 guys I don't think will ever play in the NFL again.
I think Fournette might like jump onto like a practice squad at some point.
Yeah, but I don't think he's playing in a game. I mean, I guess
he might be that guy though, like like Melvin Gordon or whatever or something, where you're like, oh shit, Melvin Gordon's on the Ravens. Like it'll be like, oh shit, Leonard Fournette's on the.
I mean, Melvin Gordon looked significantly better than Fournette last year.
Yeah,
but he just kept fumbling. Yeah, and he didn't look very good.
Yeah,
he just kept fumbling the ball. Though.
I do have a hot take out there. I don't even know if it's that hot. But I think you're not gonna like this because I think you have him in Dynasty. So I think I'm gonna get called an idiot on this one. But I think Najee Harris is just really bad.
I don't have him in Dynasty.
Oh, you don't? You traded him?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think he's not good.
I think he's just an extremely average running back. Yeah, just was getting all the work.
I think that might turn into the whole, which I'm obviously extremely biased because I have Jalen Warren in Dynasty.
I don't think he's very good either.
I think he's gonna take over that job at some point.
Maybe but I don't think he's good.
I don't know. Let's see. Every time he touches the ball, he looks pretty good. Like, except last week, they both did not do good. I don't think he got like 6 receptions though. So he's definitely like the passing guy.
Yeah, I just don't think either of them are
good. Oh, speaking of, welcome to the NGP. Oh yeah, I'm hosting this year. I forgot.
Yeah, you're hosting. See, if we had tunes playing, you could get pumped and yell it in there, but it's hard to do it without music going.
Yeah, we got no guests today. This will probably be a quick one. Krim's got fish to go catch.
Yeah, we'll call this the fish in the fridge.
Fish in the fridge special.
Yeah.
See, this is the Adobe message I keep talking about. It's ruining our recording.
I thought you said we weren't using that one.
Well, I gotta uninstall it. Adobe's extremely mad with me.
Also, even when you're not using it, it still sends you that?
Oh, yeah. That's why I gotta uninstall it. It does that. It'll do it another time this podcast, probably.
Oh, they're pissed off.
Yeah, they really want me to buy their software and stop illegally downloading it. But, anyways, we gotta get into the matchups from last week. Which you have notes on this, right?
Notes?
Oh.
What do you mean?
Oh, I thought you said you were bringing.
Yeah, I left everything at work though.
So
Came
let's
straight from work. So this is gonna be on the fly today.
Okay, well I'm gonna go back to week one. We'll start off, I guess, with me and Troy. We had a real close matchup.
Yeah.
You were here. Like, I literally thought I had lost the game.
Yeah.
I just given up. I was like, I lost. And then for some reason, the Chicago coaching staff decided to keep all their starters in, and just when there was no chance of them ever like coming back. Like, they were down by like what, 20, 30
Yeah, well, they
points?
weren't even showing the game on Red Zone. It was over.
Yeah. And then, well, I went through so many highs and lows. I'm like, oh my God, the starters are still in, because I was only down by like 4 points. And then they got onto the goal line, and I was like, oh my God, Justin Fields could dive in for a touchdown, and I win the game. And then they handed it off to Roshan Johnson. I'm like, oh fuck. And then I went right back to like, oh, I lost. Like, that was my shot, and it's over. And then they got the ball, and they somehow were able to stop Green Bay 3 times and then get the ball back, and then he just garbage timed receptions to Cole Kmet over and over again. I somehow beat Troy by like what, 70 points.
I was just saying, you won by less than 0.7 points.
It was a close one. It was a very close one.
Man, that shit never comes up my way. I've never won a game within point.
I lost a championship by 4 passing yards. To Troy, so fuck Troy. He got what he deserved, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, you kind of got him back last year.
That's true. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it was like just cruel what you did to him last year.
Just, yeah. That Troy will never live that one down. I don't think I could ever get a trade done with Troy again, though. I've like permanently burned that bridge, probably.
You got the players here, though. Do you think, was that Madison's best game of the year last year?
I don't think so. I mean, like, that was what's been, Vita Vea was just wrecking him. The thing with Madison is if he goes against any kind of real talent on the defensive line or on defense, he's not going to be able to get anything done. He's like extremely matchup dependent guy. So I think next week they play the Chargers.
Well, so, I mean, last night he seemed like he got a bunch of targets.
Yeah. So I think there's brighter days ahead for Madison.
Personally, click on his name and find out for sure.
He plays the Chargers next week, who are terrible against.
That'd probably be
So
receiving. Oh yeah, he had 6 targets last night.
Yeah, he's fine.
For 11 yards. Not great. Kirk Cousins is good, by the way.
Lydia snuck up on. What's up?
Special guest appearance by Lydia.
We're recording the podcast.
I can see that.
We got
What's up, Loki boy?
You see this new twist we've added the podcast? That's going to be on the screen. I haven't been paying attention.
I'm not really sure what.
I thought she was making pudding.
It looked like brownie.
What happened to the rainbow thing they were making at the beginning? They kind of went away from that.
Well, they like do different food things, so like it'll be like a million different things.
Do they come back to the rainbow thing, or is that over though?
That might be over. We might have missed.
I didn't even see what they did with it. Bummer.
You got the dogs are leaving.
Yeah. Athena first.
What do you think, Lydia? Is Alexander Madison going to be good next week?
Well, that doesn't really work because they already played.
No, well, I meant the next week.
Oh, now you're 3 weeks ahead though. We're only looking at into next week.
Oh, what the hell are they putting in there now? Orange
like
shit.
Orange. Orange cake?
I think they're dying.
That looks awesome.
It looks like they're making an egg. Looks like you're whisking an egg up. It's like the same color as like an egg yolk. Looks like a big egg yolk. But there's not much to say about my matchup with Troy. Like, we both were pretty average teams, and I just ended up winning.
Yeah, it looks like Troy's team's going to be pretty solid, though.
Yeah. My team should be solid once I get Cooper Kupp back. Right now I'm just trying to scrap my way to a couple wins.
Well, Troy's got Devontae Smith, and he just had a monster game last night.
I'm glad that happened, too. Well, he had he had a pretty good week.
Yeah.
He had a touchdown. Yeah, Bijan looked awesome, but LSU is definitely going to be a problem all year. Fields looked terrible, but he still ended up with an okay fantasy day.
Let's go to the top team in the league now.
Who's that, D. Smith?
No, I think it's Matt Lash, isn't it? By a lot.
Yeah, but which team is his?
I think he's the Urban Meyer.
Yeah. Well, who's Texas Roadhouse then? That's the top team.
That's Joel.
That's Joel.
That's Joel.
Joel's back.
Joel's Texas Roadhouse.
Well, first we got to talk about Matt, who, when he was on our podcast last week, was just so excited for his team, and it just immediately came crashing down within 1 week.
Yeah, the Dobbins one's tough.
Yeah, but Dobbins was one of his best players, and he got hurt.
That's what I mean. That's tough.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, his team did horrible.
Oh, yeah.
And Dobbins was Dobbins his best player? No,
Nick Chubb. In his defense. But then, yeah, he had several people that added up did worse than Dobbins. The Drake London thing, I think, is the worst thing that happened to him. Because he has Drake London in Dynasty. He has him here. He loves that guy, and that guy is just not going to ever work for fantasy. Not as long as they're throwing the ball 12 times a game. He had 1 target. He should drop Drake London. Yeah, probably. I mean, after this week when he gets 2 targets, yeah, how do you not?
He should move on immediately. I'm curious to see if he's playing him this week.
Well, let's see who's on waivers right now.
What are you gonna see if I probably wouldn't drop Drake London.
Let's play a little game here.
Get receiver.
I'm
looking at the receivers, and I probably wouldn't. Any of our receivers in our league.
Would you rather have Drake London or DJ Chark?
Probably Drake London.
I'd take Chark.
You'd take Chark.
I think Chark could be the number 1 on that team.
He didn't play last week, right?
No, yeah, he was out.
Yeah. Well, so maybe. It's definitely within the realm of
What
possibility.
about KJ Osborne? He's been a target machine the last 2 weeks.
Has he?
No, he just got 6 both weeks. But multiple end zone targets in both games.
It's 600% more than Drake London.
Yeah, mathematically, he's so much better.
It's not true. He's literally scored 16 more points than Drake London.
Yeah, well, yeah, if you do it, it'd be infinite amount more.
Yeah, he scored. Drake London. What if Drake London gooses again this week for Matt? Do you think he'd drop him?
He won't, but yeah, it's probably not a terrible idea. No one's gonna drop him is the thing.
Yeah, and he's not that name value of a guy to where you can try and pawn him off on somebody else.
But he's too good for people to try and drop either.
Could be one of those grenades, where you drop him on waivers. And then, somebody will, spend a bunch of fab.
How much fab do you think he goes for?
Drake London, if you dropped him today?
Yeah.
I think somebody'd spend, 30 fab on him. I wouldn't, but I think somebody would.
Here, would you feel more comfortable starting Russell Wilson or Drake London in your lineup?
Russell Wilson. Oh, wait. It's in a super flex league?
No. Just for their value for their position.
Oh, so Drake London at a flex or Russell Wilson at quarterback?
Yeah.
Probably Russell Wilson.
I think I'd feel better about him at least not ruining my day, but
Russell Wilson didn't look horrible last week. I didn't think, anyways. He from what I seen, he looked extremely average.
He had 15 points. That has to be one of the higher QB finishes last week.
That was a weird week last week.
Yeah.
Did he just not have any touchdowns?
Uh-oh, I got work calling. All right, I'll be back in a second. Lydia, you got a host.
Okay.
Well, I'll just move on to the next matchup here.
What up? No, I'm not right
Trying to fill the dead
What
air.
are they making? Looks like whipped cream, but now they're just adding dye to it.
I'm not really sure what they're making on this show. Is that like... I don't know. I honestly have no idea what they're making. You could give me like a million guesses and I probably wouldn't get it. Because I thought it was like icing at first. But it looks...
I don't either.
like whipped cream?
Yeah.
Looks too liquidy.
Well, obviously now, but that's what I thought it was at first.
They're filling up... Is it like a drink? Is it like a milkshake?
No.
Why are they putting it into like a...
Oh, maybe, I guess.
Why are they putting it into like
Maybe it's got a
like the
free-
Kool-Aid things?
To put in the fridge.
Why wouldn't they just put it in like some sort of like Tupperware container or something?
Yeah, or at least use his car, because my car...
Well, I'm just gonna move on to the next matchup. While Crim's over there. Let's see here.
I can come back. I don't know how...
He's just over there talking. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong league.
45 minutes.
Why is it the NGP podcast for?
I think because Crim was originally wanting to do this for the other league, but then we decided it made more sense to do it for the league everybody cares about.
Yep.
But next matchup. Oh, here comes Crim. Next matchup, we'll do the battle of the Ensings, which Nolan's team looked really bad.
Oh, I didn't realize the Ensigns played each other.
Tyreek Hill scored half of his points. But, man, I didn't realize Tua only scored 28. It felt like he scored like 50 points. Lincoln scored 100 despite having a complete goose egg. 2 goose eggs. Holy fuck. He scored 100 with 2 goose eggs. He had Chig and T. Higgins.
How many
Complete
points
goose
did...
Hill?
No, did Tua have an NGP?
It looks like he only threw one.
Is it like a
interception.
drastic amount
Oh,
difference?
he fumbled too. So yeah, I don't have no idea. Probably a lot because of the scoring, and he threw 3 touchdowns.
So I gotta get back to the week again. I'm on.
And then looking at Devontae Adams. Well, holy shit! I just noticed 666, 6 receptions for 66.
Oh, nice.
Adams is gonna have a really good week this week. Brandon Ayuk with 30 points, almost 30 points. 29.
Lincoln, who goose egg for Lincoln?
2 people, Higgins and Okonkwo.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Right next
Nah.
to each other.
Najee Harris, we were talking about earlier.
Oh, dude, he spanked Nolan. Well, Nolan had his quarterback basically score 0.
Yeah, that's always.
Oh, his kicker scored -5.
Oh man, that's always rough when that happens. Yeah, and then Garrett Wilson got bailed out by that touchdown. But Nolan, I talking to Nolan about it yesterday. He seems so sad about that whole situation, which I would be too.
I mean,
There's literally nothing worse in fantasy than when you have the receiver, like the elite receiver, that's quarterback gets hurt and you're stuck with him. Like, you're not going to not play Garrett Wilson, and like you're just stuck with him from now on. Like, he has to play him from now on. Although I will say I ran into that one season.
dude, I have Garrett Wilson in that dynasty league. I'm not playing him this week. There's no way to play him this.
No,
He's gonna score. He plays Dallas.
Damn.
That's gonna be like 3 points.
Yeah, but
max.
think about you bench him. How bad you're in that league. You're trying to lose. But if it was like in this league, you benched him. He scored 30 points. You would fucking cry.
But he's not good. There's no way.
He's so good, though.
Hello? Hey. Okay.
Grim had to leave for
Okay.
a work call again. But, no, yeah, Nolan's team not looking so hot so far. He seemed very sad about Drake London. Or not Drake London. Well, might as well be Drake London anymore.
Okay.
I really got bailed out by that one. I mean, I never thought I would actually be happy
90.
for to have
95.
drafted
No table. Just okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Cooper Kupp over
Yep,
Garrett
go on.
Wilson. Never, like, I was so sad afterwards.
Zach, host the podcast by yourself, dude. You're a stud.
I was trying to.
What are you saying? I wasn't listening.
Oh, so I was just basically saying, like, I was drafting Garrett Wilson, like, everywhere.
Oh.
Before our draft, I was drafting him everywhere. And then Cup fell down to me, and I was like, fuck it, I'll take the chance on Cup.
How you feeling about that? I'd rather have Cup, I guess, at this
Yeah,
point.
I would too. That's what I was saying. I never thought, like, after I immediately regretted it,
Yeah.
and I was like, I just immediately regretted it. Like I should have just went with Garrett Wilson, but now I'm like, oh, I'm so glad.
If Cup ends up only playing, if he ends up only playing half the season, I think that's still better than
he'll probably outscore
Garrett Wilson the whole season. Yeah.
You think if we knew today, Cup plays 8 games.
Yeah.
He plays 8 games, but we knew that Garrett Wilson was going to play with Zach Wilson the entire season. Is who scores more fantasy points on the year?
Oh, who scored? I think Cup scores more fantasy. Who gets drafted first, though?
Probably Wilson.
That would be my guess.
Yeah, people.
I think he would still get drafted first.
Like nobody was drafting Watson last year. Deshaun Watson, he missed half the season.
Yeah.
But he's also quarterback too. What are they pressing little bunnies on? Is this cornbread?
No, they're putting cream in it. It's some.
Oh, it's like a pancake. It looks like a pancake.
I think it's like almost like a zebra cake type of thing.
Yeah.
They're putting filling in the middle of it.
Huh. Well, then
It's a bunny cake, not a zebra cake.
Lincoln's also back to being 2-0, which I like that.
I like that a lot.
Lincoln also killed the guy.
Oh, hey, it has his for week 1, it still has his original name in there. But if you go to week 2,
really, mine says the second coming of 2-0 on the match.
Oh, so never mind then. Mine just says the second coming
Oh,
and then a bunch of dots.
Mine says the second coming of 2.
Oh, you got way more letters than me.
I got a bigger screen.
Yeah, look at that.
I got a big screen.
You got a big phone.
Yeah.
Big phone for a big man.
Exactly. You think that these sausage fingers can work on a regular phone? Nolan, I mean, what else is there to say? He's depressed.
Yeah, he should be.
He's depressed. I did see him yesterday. We were making delicious tacos. Came in double fisting Jack's pizzas. So we were all like, Nolan, you okay?
He had one folded up in his back pocket, too.
Yeah. Andy had a gun, too. He was being very loose with a gun.
Heavily drinking on the ride over.
Heavily, yeah. He had bags under his eyes.
Just like spinning the gun on his finger, though.
So if you see Nolan or his
reach out.
soon-to-be wife,
Reach out to Nolan.
This is the week before his wedding, and he's acting like this.
Supposed to be the happiest day of his life. Dude,
Yeah.
that's true. Fantasy football more important than a wedding.
He did
though.
say that. He did say that earlier. He said it's much more important. And
he said he would give up his wedding for
Aaron Rodgers to be healthy.
For Aaron Rodgers to be healthy again.
He said he would get divorced the day after the wedding if it meant that Garrett Wilson would
get to play with Aaron Rodgers.
If he could heal Aaron Rodgers' Achilles.
Yeah, I think those are his exact words. Actually,
that is exact words. I'm reading off of a note he wrote.
Off that possible suicidal note he left.
Yeah. It did say goodbye.
Yeah, when he left last night, he did say it was an oddly strange, like, goodbye.
Yeah, he was like, see you.
It wasn't just a see you later. It's like, you guys, goodbye.
Goodbye. Huh. Who gets his fantasy team? Well, he's also the commissioner, so the league's over.
I think he's got it in his will.
Yeah, who's going to take over as commissioner?
Probably Ben.
Hell no.
Yeah. That way all trades can be approved.
No, yeah, that's true.
Oh, hey, they're doing the rainbow thing again.
Oh, it all comes back.
Oh, I gotta be back at work in an hour apparently.
Okay, so we'll
It's
try.
really
we'll try,
screwed up my
yeah,
fishing.
We'll try to power through this thing.
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah, we'll get off the Nolan thing.
Yeah,
it's just too sad to talk about.
Let's go to Gator and D. Smith. Oh my God.
A beatdown.
This
An
is
absolute
the biggest ass whipping of the week, I think.
ass whipping of the week.
Oh, never mind. Matt Lash was
He'd more than
I forgot.
double.
He got to play Matt.
He got his map by.
Oh, even Ben, dude. Riley did not score very many points.
Well, here let's skim over the Gator one.
Yeah.
Gator didn't have like a horrible week. He just had some.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's not great. Not great, but Jalen Hurts really disappointed.
I think anytime your defense scores 13 points and it's your highest scoring player of the week, that's bad. And his second highest was his kicker.
Yeah.
Oh, he's tied with Jalen Hurts, but.
Yeah, D. Smith looking like he's got a real solid team, though.
You got his boy Hunter Henry. Dude, Aaron Jones. I don't know.
Aaron Jones. Oh yeah, I know. We'll get to the matchups for this week, but I'm very excited. I get to play D. Smith the week after Aaron Jones probably got hurt.
Oh, and he lost Johnson too. He's not going to have either of those guys.
Johnson. Oh yeah. When he made a trade for a guy this week too that also got hurt.
Lockett, yeah, with his concussion.
Yeah.
Oh, D. Smith doing the injury bug play.
Yeah, he's seen what I was doing. He's going for my play of getting all the injured guys.
That is, dude. If that works out for you, I'm gonna be so frustrated.
You know what sucks?
I've been doing this for years.
I have injured players. I'm much less pissed off at them than I am at Alexander Madison. I would rather have the injured guys than him.
Well, yeah, because you didn't play the injured guys. They didn't.
That's true.
They didn't cost you anything.
You know, I haven't had a I basically have been playing with no second round picks so far this year. That's cost me dearly.
I've played with no first round picks so far this year. So
it's true. Would you rather?
Everyone's first round pick did awesome except for Kelsey. Me and Riley, like
it's
two
true.
lowest scorers.
Well, I don't know because of not having my second round pick, I was basically forced to have played Sky Moore last week. So. Really, it was like my second round pick scored 0.4 points.
Actually, even Riley's first round, because he knew he wasn't playing, so he got to put someone else in for him.
Who's his first round?
He took
Kelsey.
Yeah. Where if you're me, you take the stud wide receiver who's just horrible.
There's definitely teams out there that drafted Kelsey then Cup.
Let me say it now. Joey B is washed.
There's teams out there that didn't have their first or second round pick. I see people posting on Twitter rosters where they had like Rodgers, T. Higgins. It was like all the people that goosed.
Dallas Goedert goosed.
Yeah. Do you think we'll ever see somebody like have what's our lowest score? I think it was He Who Shall Not Be Named.
Yeah,
Voldemort. Scored 18 points or something.
Yeah, that sounds kind of right. Yeah. That'd be tough to beat.
Yeah. But D. Smith, we'll get to that eventually. This kicker, people gave him some static for drafting Jake Moody. And he looked pretty good week one.
Not me. I complimented him.
Jake Moody, I thought about taking him.
Well, I had the 49ers